welcome to JB Sports look back at last year's Cricket World Cup final between England and New Zealand. We're going to give you 45 minutes of commentary highlights to look back on from yours truly, of course, as well. So just to prove that we don't do audio commentaries on football, we do them on cricket as well. It was the final at Lord's, England-New Zealand. It was a match that had everything in it, and it was just remarkable. It was a remarkable day of play. It had runs, wickets, DRS, every incident you could think of. It was just one of those games that will just live long in the memory. Even the Red Devils came down into Lord's. The toss, in fact, was won by New Zealand, and they chose to bat. So let me remind you of the two teams. We had, for New Zealand, in batting order, of course, we had Guptill, Nicholls, Williamson, Taylor, Latham, Neesham, Grandome, Satner, Henry, Ferguson and Trent Boult. For England, it was Jason Roy and Jordan Bairstow, Joe Root, Owen Morgan the captain, Ben Stokes, Joss Butler, Chris Wokes, Liam Plunkett, Abdul Rashid, Jofra Archer and Wood. And let's join this final with my commentary all the way through. We're into the fourth ball of the first over. New Zealand have one on the board. Here's Wokes in there to bowl, and he gets that away. Good shot that by Guptill. It'll go away through the onside, or the offside rather, for 4. Good shot there. So New Zealand 5 without loss, and that looks very plumb. Nicholls is out. It's 8 for 1. Good delivery by Wokes. Now, will they review it? They have about 9 seconds to decide whether they want to review this, New Zealand. They do have one review, and they're going to review it. Now then, it did look plumb as he went into bowl. Oh, it's hitting above the knee roll. The only issue here, I would say, was it height? Ultra Edge reckons it wasn't hitting any part of the bat. Certainly hitting in the knee roll. Now, impacting line, pitching in line, but missing. It's going over. Well, can't have been by much, that's for sure. So it remains 8 without loss after 2.3 overs. Bit of frustration there for Trevor Bayliss. And Henry Nicholls, a very lucky man in my opinion, to still be at the crease. Well, it's 10 for 1, went to the fourth over. Archer the ball, and that's it's a cut shot towards third man, and it's gone for 4. Well, it might have gone for 6, I think. Yes, it's gone for 6. Almost a bit of a doubt, really. 72 metres. Good shot this from Martin Guptill. He's capable of things like that. Just let the bat do the thing there. So it's 60 without loss. Archer into ball, and it's backed over his head down the ground to the pavilion for 4. Brilliant shot there from Martin Guptill. He's a tremendous hitter of the ball. It's 29 without loss, and that could be out. LBW, it is out. LBW. Guptill will have to go. They do have a review remaining, in fact, because they used that one successfully. Now, will Guptill be on his way? It looks like he's running out of time. Oh, he's done it with 1 second to spare. It did look plumb. I think this looks plumber. Did it hit the bat though? That's the thing. It's pitching outside off. It's impacting line. It's hitting, and the reviewer's lost. And England will have that breakthrough. England are going to take that first wicket. Jofra Archer's got him. Guptill goes for 19. 29 for 1 New Zealand. 30 for 1. Oh, well ducked out of the way. It was Williamson in there to face Jofra Archer, who hasn't got the wicket actually. It was I'll find out who got the actual wicket. Here's Wokes into bowl. It was Wokes who got the wicket, but he hasn't got Nicholls, and he's flashed it away through the onside for 4. So that was a bit of a waste there. He's punking into bowl, and Nicholls gets it away this time through the offside, and 54 and 55 now up for New Zealand. They're going really well. 14 overs gone. And that's a good shot that from Williamson down to third man for 4. It's a great shot. He just sort of swiped at the shot and just got it away down to the third man fence for 4. Here's Plunkett running in, and then a great shot off the back foot. Again through the offside, and it's going to be 4 despite the best efforts down at the boundary by Ben Stokes. 67 for 1 now, New Zealand in this final. Nicholls has moved to 31 of 44 balls. And Ben Stokes is okay. Here's Waddy to bowl, and it's Nicholls who dabs it away through the onside down to almost deep third man, and it goes for 4 again. Good runs here, Henry Nicholls. Very lucky to get away with that LBW earlier on in the day, but he's making the Englishman pay now. 84 for 1, Rashid to bowl, and it's been hit high by Williamson, and it's down the ground, and it's 4. Great shot, hit it high. It was in the air for a long time, but it was safe. 88 for 1 now, New Zealand. That's the scorecard. Well, that's the innings story. Overs 1 to 10, 33, but they put on 58 on that last 9 overs. Nicholls scoring 30 of those runs off just 28 deliveries. Williamson on 30, 103 for 1, and that could be caught behind. Plunkett's got the breakthrough. There must have been a little tickle, and the umpire, I don't think he's going to give it. And England have reviewed it straight away. Owen Morgan, soon as he knew that it wasn't out, he was convinced to give it. So the decision's reviewed. England have got their one review. Did Williamson nick it? Alteredge will tell you, oh, there's a line there. There's a line there. I think this is good. I think this could be good news for England, this. I think this could be good news for England. It is good news for England. 103 for 2. Plunkett gets the breakthrough, and Kane Williamson has to go for 30 off 53 balls. It's 103 for 2, and the Englishmen in the crowd are celebrating. Big moment in the game. Liam Plunkett with a breakthrough. 103 for 2. 22.4 overs gone. If they go 10 over, he could go 359. But if they go at the current rate, it's going to be 218, and that's still a gettable target for England. That's where she bowls and gets it down the ground, and Nicholls just gets it down the ground just to the single, and he gets 50 for it. So 50 for Henry Nicholls. Did really, really well there. Just went down the ground, just played it down towards the fieldsman, and it was brilliant. And it's in the air, and it's safe. Plunkett delivered that superbly well. Full of delivery, but Nicholls might get 4 for this through the onside. No, good fielding down there by Ben Stokes. It was brilliant. And that's out. Bowled him. Plunkett gets the wicket. There's the bail. That's off the top of the stumps. 2 for 25. Plunkett from his 5.5 overs. Nicholls goes for 55, and it's 118 for 3. The New Zealanders now with nearly 27 overs of this New Zealand innings already gone. Good delivery, and dragged it on. In fact, got the inside edge onto the stumps. Nicholls will be very disappointed by that, but it was a fantastic delivery, and Nicholls has gone for 55. Only 4 fours, plenty of singles. It's 118 for 3. Time since the last boundary, quite a long time actually. Latham on 11, Taylor on 14. They've moved up to 140 now as Stokes comes into bowl, and Taylor just plays it away down, dabs it away down to the third man fielder and gets a single. So 141 for 3. Stokes has finished his second over, and it's 141 for 3. Taylor is taking guard around about middle stump area. 141 for 3. Mark Wood, 4 overs, no maidens, no wicket. 423. It's bowled 12 dot balls thus far in the final. And here he is, bowling from the pavilion end into Taylor, who's got his guard towards middle stump, and that could be out LBW. And the umpire's giving him out, and if no reviews left, Taylor must walk back to the pavilion. England have their 4th wicket, 141 for 4. Taylor has gone cheaply for 15 of 31 deliveries, and well done Mark Wood. A dot ball and a wicket. Not a bad start. There's a delivery. Just drags back. Might have hit him above the knee roll. It'll be interesting to see what Hawkeye would have made of that. But the umpire, who took a little time giving it, has given it. And Ross Taylor, a little bit unfortunately, departs for 15. Stokes into bowl to Neesham, and he gets it away. Jimmy Neesham, it's a terrific shot down through the offside, and it's 4. Towards the Tavern stand. Stokes into bowl again to Neesham. 147 for 4. Make that 151 for 4. 150 up now as that ball goes down the ground. It's a lovely shot. He's plunk it into bowl. 2 for 27. It's in the air. It's in the air on through the onside now. Is that 4 or is it 6? It's the third man. I think that might be 6 maybe. Anyway, it's 159 for 4. Lathan into bowl. Or Lathan into face Wood. And he gets it away, Lathan. It's a great shot by him. Through the onside, it's 4 more. And England now just making 1 or 2 boundaries. And then plunk it into Neesham. And Neesham hits plunk it away through the onside again. And this could be 4 as well. Despite again the best efforts of Ben Stokes. Oh, I think it might be Wokes actually down there. But that gives the New Zealanders a little bit more heart. As Plunkett bowls again, and Neesham hits it down the ground, but straight to Joe Root. And that's another wicket. Went down the ground, didn't get enough purchase. And Jimmy Neesham has to go for 19. New Zealand 173 for 5. With 39 overs gone, the run rate still around about 4.5 and over. Plunkett has 3 wickets per 40. It's just a slower delivery. Drew Neesham into the stroke. Looked to go big, didn't get enough purchase on it. And Root just down the ground, just inside the little fielding circle. Takes the catch beautifully. And it's 173 for 5. England have won 2 phases from 31 to 40. They've won 31 to 40 and 133 for 1. New Zealand have certainly won the second one. Here's Plunkett into bowl, and the ground home gets it away through the onside, but there's no run. Fielder's there, almost at silly point, and there's no run. But he's had a great spell. 10 overs, 3 for 42. Well played. Here's Archer into bowl to the ground home, who didn't get over that well, and in the end, it was just short of the fielder. A deep backward point, and in the end, the Grandome gets away with just a single. Went for the hook shot, then hit the bat, and then the helmet. 200 for 5 now. Archer into bowl. No wicket yet. It's in the air from the Grandome, and it's just short, I think, of Stokes. At mid-off, and that's another missed opportunity for England. Look at the bowlers a little bit there. Wokes, 1 wicket. Plunkett 3, of course. Wood. Frustration, really. Jofra Archer hasn't got one yet. There's still plenty left to do that. Score predictor reckons 2 5-6s. That shot is, as Wood is absolutely smashed away through the offside. And I think that's 6. It is. Brilliant shot, and that's the 355th 6 in the whole of the World Cup competition thus far, and it's come from this bat of Latham. What a good shot, and it must have been around about 84, 85. It just had the legs. Here's Wokes into bowl to Latham, and Latham hits it again from the onside. It's along the ground, but it's to the fielder down there on the boundary rope. And New Zealand now move on to 219. That's What's the partnership thus far? It's worth 46. In fact, the partnership, in fact, is worth 20. Yeah, it's worth 46 thus far. As Wokes into bowl. It's in the air. It's in the air. This should be taken. No problem at all. Good catch. Good catch there. England have a breakthrough. De Grandhomme has gone for 16. Hit it in the air. And it was a simple catch at mid-off. Wokes in the wickets again. Sliced it badly. And in she went. Well pouched. Disappointment there for New Zealand. And Colin de Grandhomme is out. It's Vince, the substitute, has got it. 227 for 6. Wokes into bowl again. It's a wide delivery and it's gone through Josh Buttler towards the pavilion end for 4. 4 extras. Not what you want at this stage of the game. That's in the air. It could be taken. It is. Again, Vince the fielder. Latham goes for 47. Good comeback that. Considering he bowled 4 wides the delivery before, he gets a wicket. And New Zealand 7 down for 232. With less than 2 overs of this New Zealand innings remaining. It came off the toe end of the bat. It went through the onside and it was well taken, well judged again. Good catch again by Vince the substitute. It's 232 for 7. Here's Wokes into bowl again. 3 for 33. That's a good shot. That's a fantastic shot through the onside. That'll be 4. 3 for 37 now, Wokes, and great shot there. Here's Henry on strike. 240 for 7 with 3 to go. Oh, what a good delivery. The Yorker tried to give himself room there, Henry, and was clean bowled all ends up. And England have got the 8th breakthrough. And it's Henry who has to go. And Jofra Archer gets a wicket. Well, sometimes reward does come to you. Good things do come to those who wait. Jofra Archer's bowled magnificently without reward until then. Matt Henry for Jofra Archer's first victim. 240 for 8. Here's Satnam on strike to Archer. And they tried for the run. This could be run out. And I think he's got back anyway. 50 overs then. New Zealand finish on 241 for 8. Still a stiff target for England. Satna 5 not out. Bolt 1 not out. Archer 1 for 42. But 3 wickets for Wokes and for Plunkett. I've really given England a big chance here. So England need 242 for win at a rate of 4.84 per over from their 50 overs. It's a tall order, but England have done it in one-day matches in the past. Let's look at that scorecard. Guptill, LBW to Wokes for 19. Nichols, bowled Plunkett for 55. Williamson, caught by Buttler, bowled Plunkett for 30. Taylor, LBW, Wood for 15. Latham caught Vince, bowled Wokes for 47. Neesham caught Root, bowled Plunkett for 19. De Grandhomme caught Vince, Wokes 16. Satner not out 5. And the bowling figures, we'll come back to the bowling figures in just a second or two. Henry caught bowled Archer for 4. Bolt not out 1. Ferguson did not bat. 241 for 8. And they had a mammoth 30 extras in that total. It could have been 211 if the extras hadn't occurred. Wokes 3 for 47. Archer 1 for 42. Plunkett 3 for 42. Wood 1 for 49. Rashid none for 39. Stokes none for 20. 241 for 8 is the final score. And that's the equation. 300 balls to get 242. Required run rate 4.84 per over. So let's join the England reply. And here we go. So this is the equation. First ball. And here's Trent Boult into bowl. And that could be out. Is that close to LBW? They've got a review. And the umpire says no. Well, that would have been a sensational start. If Roy had been out LBW, they could still review it, New Zealand. They've got 10 seconds on DRS, and they're going to review it. Now, this is a big moment in the final. Is Roy gone first ball? The only problem will be, was it going down the leg side? Certainly wasn't hitting the badge or the bat. Impact in line, pitching in line, missing, and it's umpire's call. Review is retained, and Roy gets a lucky break. Still 0 for 0. No wicket for Trent Boult, to the disappointment of some of the New Zealand fans in the crowd here at Lord's. Is Roy now on strike? 1.51. Henry into Boult to Roy, and Roy hits it down the ground. Good shot by the Surrey man. Straight down the ground. 4 more. England 5. England 5 without loss. Here's Boult. And that's close to LBW. They appeal LBW. The umpire's not moved. They can review again because the review is retained. The ball is smashed away by Roy off the bowling of Boult. Through the offside for 4. It's a great shot. Down to the mount stand for 4. Here's Boult into Walter Bairstow. 16 without loss. Bairstow hits it through the offside. That's a fantastic shot. It's a fantastic shot. It's going to go for 4 again. Fantastic shot. England 20 without loss. Here's Boult into Bairstow. Bairstow again hits it through the offside. Another good shot. Again through the offside. It'll go for 4. This is great. This is a fantastic shot. 24 without loss. In comes Henry. And again another good shot. This time from Jason Roy. Once again through the offside. And again to the boundary for 4. The runs are coming freely now for England. Henry comes into bowl to Roy, who's on 17 not out. And the edge is taken behind the stumps. It's out. He's edged it. And Henry gets the first breakthrough for the New Zealanders. 28 for 1. Roy departs very cheaply for 17. And he only lasted around about 19 rolls. 28 for 1. That's a huge blow for England. As we've seen in the last couple of years, Jason Roy just smashing them all over, getting hundreds and all sorts. But this is a big wicket as Roy goes into the pavilion. It's applauded by the members in the long room at Lord's. And out he goes. That's a good shot down the ground by Johnny Bairstow. Mr. 14 just hit it down the ground. Here's bolting towards Bairstow. Bairstow hits it through the onside, and that's going to be 4 as well. Great shot. 39 now for 1. 8.5 overs gone. England going okay. Bairstow moves swiftly to 18 off just 26 deliveries. De Grandhomme into bowl, and it's a chance. Bairstow hit it straight back to him. It was almost caught and bowled. De Grandhomme knows it was a chance. It's 39 for 1 after 11. It's straight back at him. That's regulation. That should have been taken out of his hands onto his chest and bounced away. Here's Henry into bowl to Roach, who's still there on 2. And that could be out. LBW. No. Just fends it off. 39 for 1 after 12. 42 for 1. And here's Bairstow, who smashes Henry through the onside. It'll be 4. No doubt about that. 46 for 1. Remember the target, 242. Here's Henry coming in, bowling over the wicket to Johnny Bairstow. Bairstow is it's almost tracked it on, but it's gone down to third man for 4. He's inside edged it for 4. Bairstow's moved to 28, and it's 50 up for England after 13.5 overs. That's good going. Into Grandhomme into bowl, and Root played and missed it. Went forward to smash it and didn't get anything off the ball. It's heart-stopping moments here at Lord's. There's no doubt about that. Just went forward, and he's very lucky he didn't connect. So Root on 7 of 29. Really struggling out there at the moment. These runs. And he goes. Oh, that could be out. I think he's nicked it. Yes, he has. De Grandhomme has got the wicket. Root just didn't enjoy his time at the crease enough. 7 he made for just from a whopping 30 deliveries. And it was just a question of time. England have lost their second wicket. Good delivery. De Grandhomme, yes, just a little feather with the outside edge. And the umpire had to agree with that one. And Joe Root, the Test captain, goes for 7. No 4s, no 6s, it's 59 for 2. Here's Ferguson into bowl to Johnny Bairstow. Gets it through the offside, and that'll be 4. That'll be 4. England into the 70s. Well, England now have to rely on Bairstow. Owen Morgan is there now with him. He's made 7 from 12. Bairstow 36 from 54. Here's Ferguson into bowl to Bairstow, and Bairstow's chopped it onto the stumps, inside edge, and England have lost their third wicket for 71. And Bairstow, looked in magnificent touch up until that point, has dragged a skinny delivery from Ferguson onto the stumps, and New Zealand have hauled England back a little bit. Came in, very short delivery, may have just fooled Bairstow. He tried to get it away through the onside, and he's chopped it on inside edge onto the stumps. England in the spot of bother now. Bairstow, one of the danger men, gone for 36. It's 71 for 3. Ben Stokes, the new batsman, he's already made 1. Here's De Grandhomme into Stokes. Stokes played and missed. And it went through to the wicketkeeper, no run. 74 now for 3. 20.3 overs gone. This was the delivery again. Yeah, just missed the outside edge. Owen Morgan, not out 9 as we have a look at London. Also hosting Wimbledon today as De Grandhomme comes in, and again, well defended there on the front foot that time by Owen Morgan. Good delivery there from Ferguson. They're just behind the run rate at the moment. There's 1 or 2 members there in the top of the pavilion. Quite a number of Indian supporters in the crowd as well. We thought they might have been there for the final, but New Zealand saw to that their team wouldn't be there. Here's De Grandhomme into bowl, and that's a fine shot from Ben Stokes through the onside. It'll be 4. Now it's important for England that Ben Stokes stays there, because he's going to be so crucial to England. Well, good disciplined bowling. Henry 1 wicket, De Grandhomme 1 wicket, Ferguson 1 wicket. Trent Bolt's been unlucky not to get a wicket himself at the start, of course, with Jason Roy, but 86 for 3. I think New Zealand would have settled for that at that stage, but England have still got a lot of work to do. Jimmy Neesham into bowl now to Morgan, and it's 86 for 3. Neesham bowls, and then Morgan hits it in the air. It's in the air, and it's been caught brilliantly. What a moment for Jimmy Neesham. His first ball, and what a catch in the right down in the deep by the boundary on the outside. I think they're checking to make sure that the ball carried. Owen Morgan staying at the crease. They're going to go to the third umpire for this. There's a banner there saying history in the making go on the Kiwis. Now, the soft signal was out. Did the ball carry? That's the question. Oh, it did. Good catch. Very good catch indeed. And that should be given out. It is. That's a huge blow. The captain has to go. 86 for 4. And Morgan departs the scene. What a good catch from Ferguson. 9 he made, Morgan. It's 86 for 4. England in big trouble now. So Josh Butler has joined Ben Stokes. Win predicts is quite interesting. 51% New Zealand, 49 England, as De Grandhomme bowls to Stokes and gets it away through the onside, and he'll get a couple there. It's fielded by Nichols. 93 for 4. Well, they're just shy of the required rate. They really need to get on a bit, but they've got the two batsmen out there that could do the damage. They have to take risks. They may well have to sacrifice wickets at some point, but 98 for 4, it's still a decent platform. And that's smashed down the ground by Ben Stokes. Neesham had to get out of the way, and he smashed it down to the nursery end for 4. That's a tremendous shot. Went a million miles an hour to that boundary. Here's Henry now into bowl to Stokes, who's on 28, and Stokes just probs it away through the offside. He'll just get a couple there. He'll just get a single for that. Brings Butler on to strike now. 106 from 98 balls needed, and if these two can stay in, England have got every chance in the world. But they are still behind the 8 ball, but only by 3 runs. 1-2 for 4, 1-4-2 for 4 at that stage. And Butler again gets it into the gap, just being the 1. The Grandon doing the fielding down at the pavilion. Ferguson into bowl, 1 for 17. That's a good shot from Butler through the offside, and it's 4. Now then, England have still a chance. 147 for 4, 95 off 83. Here's Neesham into bowl, and it's back down the ground from Butler. He's almost chopped it into the pitch. It's gone down to the boundary for 4. Great shot from Jos Butler. Here's Ferguson into Stokes, and Stokes hits it. Sort of tried to cut it or pulled it on the ground through the offside, and it's 4 more. England are sneaking back into this final. 82 from 70 needed. England have still got a chance. They've 6 wickets in hand. Here's Matt Henry into bowl. Just a 1 wicket thus far. Here he comes into Waterloo's on 38, and Butler, oh, he's scooped it in the air. He scooped it in the air for 4 down to the boundary. The third man boundary down to the pavilion. Oh, that's a great shot. 72 off 60. 170 for 4. Wow. If the first 3 parts of the overs were New Zealand, certainly the last one's been England's. 69 to win from 54 balls, 6 wickets in hand, and they've got the right men at the crease in order to do the job. And it's through the offside from Butler. Again, good fielding down there on the boundary by Henry Nichols. Just a single. Stokes, both players now have reached 44. Stokes is now on strike. Butler's reached it in half the time Stokes has. But there's still been an explosive counter-attack. He's tried to sweep it again, and he's got 4, I think. No, he hasn't. Ferguson's that's good running, actually, to get 2 for that. Some good fielding down there on the boundary. Tried the paddle shot. In fact, he did get the paddle. Thought he might have got 4 for it, but it was just 2 in the end. Good fielding. 59 from 41 deliveries. Bolt in the air and through the offside. Still no wicket for Trent Bolt, and it's 4 for Jos Butler. 50 for him, 52 or 53. Stokes is 1 away from his 50. Owen Morgan knows, even though there's applause, the job's still to be done. 55 needed from 40 balls. Bolt into bowl again to Butler, and Butler just hits it through the offside just for a single. 100 partnership between Ben Stokes and Jos Butler. Butler contributing more to the partnership, but Stokes has been very conservative. Stokes on 49, Bolt into bowl, and Stokes gets it away down the ground just for a single, and 50 for Ben Stokes in a big final, a big occasion. He usually shines on these big occasions, Ben Stokes. And he's proven to be an England hero at the moment, along with Jos Butler. If these two can stay in and get them knock the runs off, what a victory this is going to be. Yeah, comes Ferguson into bowl, and Butler has hit that through, and it's 4. Jos Butler gets 4 more. 48 needed from 34. 194 for 4. England, it's creeping into this final, creeping right back into contention. Butler moves to 59. No 6s thus far. 4s, plenty of 4s, 2s and 3s and 1s. In the air from Butler, it's gone big. He's gone big. There's a fielder there on the boundary, and he's got it. He's got it. Butler's got to go for 59. The partnership is broken. Ferguson gets a huge wicket. And England, has that cost them the game? Has it cost them the World Cup? Has that moment for New Zealand won them the World Cup? 46 required for 31 wickets from 31 balls. There's still 5 wickets in hand, so it's still possible for England to still do it. But it's a great catch. Oh, what a beauty. What a beauty of a catch from Savvy, the substitute. And Butler goes for 59. Could that be the end of England? 156 for 5. England have only got a 38% chance. New Zealand 62%. Can Wokes stick around? And well, it's all down to Ben Stokes now. Wokes is going to just stick with him. Jimmy Neesham's going to bowl the final over of the 46 over, and it's a great shot from Stokes through the offside. It's 4. What a good delivery that is. Wokes will take strike in the next over. 39 from 34 or 24, and it's in the air from Wokes, and the wicket keeper has got it. Good catch from the wicket keeper there. Wokes going for the big hit. Should have really tried the single and get Ben Stokes back onto strike. England have lost their 6th wicket and they're running out of wickets. Still 3.5 overs to go. England can still do it, but it's becoming a tall order. Good catch behind the stumps by Latham. Ferguson again, just taking the pace off the ball. Wilkes, a poor shot really. Up, and Latham does the rest behind the stumps. Ferguson, he's done magnificently well. That's 3 wickets for him. And it's 203 for 6 England. Here's Ferguson in there, and it's a good shot through the offside. It's an onside rather. It's a great shot from Liam Plunkett rather. Now, if he can get going with Ben Stokes, anything can happen. And Plunkett, oh, he was nearly undone by the slower delivery. Has to get back into his crease there. Might have been a chance of a run out if he had taken the one on. It's in the air. Could be 4. Could be 4. Yes, I think it is. It's Ben Stokes again. 30 from 17. England can still do this. Trent Boult. How they badly need a wicket from him now. New Zealanders can sense victory. England, it's a tall order. 27 of 14. And Plunkett's hit it down the ground. He's hit it down the ground. He's in enough. Oh, just bounced in front of the fielder down there. And they'll get a couple for that. They'll get a couple for that. 25 off 13. Owen Morgan. Looks very cool and calm and calculated. But 22 off 10. It's a tall order now as we tick towards 10 minutes to 7 here. Here's Neesham in the bowl. And it's in the air. It's in the air. This could be caught. Boult has got it. Plunkett goes. And England, I dread to think, may have blown away their best chance of winning the world's greatest cricketing prize. Goes down the ground. Plunkett has to go. Plunkett has to go. It was a poor delivery, really. It was hit high in the air. It was hit high in the air. And in the end, Trent Boult said, thank you very much. He took the catch rather smartly, I thought. And, well, that could well be the end for England. And you just wonder now if that partnership of Bairstow and Stokes had still been there. Maybe England might have been home by now. Well, who knows? Who knows? But it's looking very dodgy now for England. 7 down. Not many balls left. Not many balls left. Let's have a look at the replay once again. It's 220 for 7. Here it is. Good delivery, this. I suppose Plunkett had to go for it. But he didn't get enough purchase down the ground, and Trent Boult, right by the pavilion boundary, said thank you very much. And it's a sorry end for England. Blunkett 10, 220 for 7. Here's Neesham into Stokes. And Stokes hits it away. That could be out here because Bolt is there. Oh, he's dropped it. He's dropped it, I think. I don't think he had control of it. I think he's given a 6. He has. He stopped. He had the ball, but it was on the rope. He trod on the rope with the ball on. That's 6. It's not out. A huge stroke of luck for England. And maybe fortune favours the brave. Neesham into bowl. And out goes Archer. Clean bowled. So Neesham gets another one. And England have only 2 wickets left now to play with. 1 over to go. They need exactly 15. 15 required from the final over. And Ben Stokes knows what he has to do. Scrambled seam, good delivery off the pad onto the stumps. New Zealand nearly there now. And Jofra Archer has gone. .227 for 8. 1 over remain. That's the equation. 15 from 6. And it's Ben Stokes on strike again. Stokes just hits the ball down the ground. They'll only get a single for that. But I don't think they scored 1 off that. 15 from 4. And Stokes is hitting in the air. Well, that's 6 of them. That's 6 of them. They needed that just when it mattered most. 9 from 3 now. Forget the 6 distance. It was 73 metres if anybody interested. But the more interesting statistic now, it's 9 from 3. And Stokes hits it down the onside. It'll be fielded. And it's thrown back in there again. And Stokes is trying to scramble to get back. And he's come off the helmet. He got all 2 already. He's going to go for 4, I fancy. Down to the nursery end. Stokes apologising. It will go down as 6. The 2 singles and then the 4 accidental 4 off the helmet. There was nothing that Stokes could do about it. He was more interested in scrambling for 2. Didn't see the ball coming. It comes back off the helmet. And rather fortuitously perhaps, England get 4. And it's 3 from 2 now. England have got to hit another boundary and they've won the World Cup. Stokes falls over as he hits it down the ground. It's fielded right in the deep and they'll take a run out. So a run out. Stokes will still stay on strike, by the way. Good fielding, actually. Now Stokes still there, on strike. Rashid sacrifices a wicket without even facing a ball. 2 from 1. Bowl to bowl it. It's knocked away and they'll go for 2. If it's out, it'll go for a super over. Can Wood get there? No, he can't. It may well be a super over now. Will it be out? That's the question. Bolt has the ball. Does the ball hit the stumps? Yes, it does. Wood is nowhere in the picture. And we are now going to the cricketing equivalent of the Russian roulette. It's 1 minute past 7 this evening. It's a cricketing equation or a cricketing version of a penalty shootout. We go to a super over. They get 1 over each. And whoever scores the most goes through. So one nominated batsman, players may participate. 3 batsmen and a bowler. Team batting second will bat first. And a fielding side will choose end to bowl. Loss of 2 wickets ends the team super over innings. And if it's tied, the team hitting more boundaries in their innings, that's the 50 over one. And the super over will win. So England to bat first. Stokes and Butler are the 2 chosen men. Bolt the bowler, and it's in the air, and it's away, down the deep third man, and good field in there. I think they'll get 3 for that. Yes, they will. Tremendous start from Ben Stokes. 4 without loss. Into the third ball, the super over. 4. Through the offside. To huge cheers from the crowd. Here's Bolt again. 11 without loss. And that's going to be 15 for England from their 6 deliveries. 3-1, 4-1, 2 and a 4. Stoke scored 8, back with a 7. They face 3 balls each. Jofra Archer now will bowl England down at the nursery end. New Zealand need 15. 16 rather for victory, and that's a wide. Oh, I think that's a poor decision. Archer in again. And the ball is hit down towards the fieldsman. They'll get 2 for that. Good running between the stumps. Archer again in from the nursery end, and it's a good shot again. Through the offside 6. 7 from 4 now. Oh, this is amazing. Yes, 2 from 1 now. They'll have to go now, and it's going to be... Oh, Bowler's done it. He's done it with 1 ball remaining. England have won the World Cup. And they've won it on more boundaries. This is unbelievable. England have won the World Cup. Unbelievable finish. The match was tied. And England won on more boundaries, not only from the 50 overs, but more so in the super over. 241 all out England, 241 for 8 New Zealand. One of the best finals I've ever seen. And here is Owen Morgan receiving the Cricket World Cup. He'll take a couple of steps onto the podium with the rest of his team behind him. And England, finally, are the cricket champions of the world. Fireworks and pyrotechnics go off. And England have won the World Cup for 2019. Yeah, one of the great games of cricket there ever was, and I'm convinced that, well, England, fantastic performance. They deserved to win, but it was very close. New Zealand were very unlucky, I thought, and it could have gone either way, but what a finish. What a game of cricket. I hope you've enjoyed our look back at the World Cup final from last summer. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope everyone else enjoyed it too. What a game, what a final, and it was absolutely superb. From me, JB, don't forget to give the video a like and stay subscribed to the channel. Take care. Goodbye.